Our first problem says, find the solution set to the quadratic equation below. 2x squared plus 3x equals 9. So what we're going to want to do is start with your equation 2x squared times 3x equals 9. You want to get the 9 to the left side of the equal sign, so you subtract 9 from the right side so it equals 0 and bring it over to the left side. Then you multiply 9 times 2 and find out it equals 18. Look for the multiples of 18 that subtract to equal 6, and that is positive 6 and negative 3. Enter it into your equation. Then you want to get rid of your exponent and you want to just break down your equation into parentheses. And then after you do that, add your like terms. You get two equations, 2x minus 3 equals 0 and x plus 3 equals 0. You want to solve for x to get your coordinates. And the answer is J, 3 seconds, and 3. Number 47 is if the coefficient of x squared in the function y equals negative 2 x squared is multiplied by 2, how is the graph of y equals negative 2 x squared affected? The answer choices are A, the graph is translated up 2 units, B, the graph is translated down 2 units, and C, the graph becomes narrower, and D, the graph becomes wider. The way I did this is I clicked y equals, which is the button on the top row to the left, and I inputted the root equation, which is negative 2x squared into y1, and I arrowed over to the left side where the slash is, and I pressed enter to change the type of line that will show up on the graph. And then I inputted the second equation with the out of value, which is negative 2x squared multiplied by 2, which is in y2, and then I pressed graph, which is on the first line again, all the way to your right this time. And as you can see, the thicker line is the root equation, and the thinner line is the one with the added value. And as you can tell, the graph got thinner, or narrower, and that would be answer choice C. The next question is, a ball was projected into the air with an initial upward velocity of 72 feet per second. The quadratic function h equals 72t minus 16t squared describes the height h of the ball t seconds after it was projected into the air. Based on the graph, which of the following is true? So let's look at each answer choice. F says the ball reached its maximum height in about 3 seconds. So if you go to about the top of the vertex of the parabola, it looks like the height was 80 feet in about I'd say maybe 2.3 or 4 seconds. And for G, it says the ball was in the air for less than 4 seconds. And as you can see, if you arrow all the way down to the right where the ball hits the ground at 0 feet again, the time is 4.5. So how can the ball be in the air for less than 4 seconds if the ball hit the ground at 4.5 seconds? For H, it says the height 2.5 seconds after the ball was projected was 64 feet, and if you look at 2.5 seconds, it looks like the height was 80 feet and not 64, so that's wrong. The height 3.5 seconds after the ball was projected was 56 feet, and if you look at 3.5 seconds, you will see that it crosses at about 56 feet, so J would be the correct answer.